Hello everybody, hope you guys are doing well. Today's our third day of doing Mother's Day project ideas, and today we're going to talk about different little ways of doing kind of useful items that are good for displaying things or holding up things. So let's get to it. The first one is going to utilize little cross sections of wood, and you can find packages of these at craft stores and things online and stuff like that. So you can get little packages, or if you have a branch, you can always cut it up. But you can personalize them. So you can paint those, and you can make these for anybody special in your life. So you can make them for your mom, you can make them for your grandma, for your aunt, for any sort of motherly figure that you have in your life, somebody that you care for deeply. So you can make them a little cross-section thing, and then what you can do with that is you can attach a magnet to the back or a couple of magnets depending on how much weight that magnet can hold and how heavy your cross-section is. But you can do a couple of little ones if you want to. They also make really big ones. They make sheets of magnets. But yeah, these are really great magnets. They hold up and they're personalized. So another one that you can do is kind of using a picture frame, an old picture frame. This works best if it's wooden, so that way you can hammer into it. But you can just attach chicken wire to the back of it. So I used a staple gun for this one, but if you have all you have are nails and a hammer, you can also use those. But with the chicken wire, you can then use little paper clips or little clips that you have, and you can attach, can't really see me. You can attach pictures to that if you want to, or little cards. So if you have those flower cards that we made the other day, you can attach those to that, but you just clip it to the wire, and then they have a nice little display. But it really works well with pictures. So if you have pictures that you have that you've collected and that are your favorite, then you can attach those to them as well. So it's a nice little display. And then the last one we're going to talk about is you can take like a wood little sheet here. It doesn't have to be decorative. If it's just a wood plank, you can do that, or a board. It could be even bigger than this, but we just personalize it. You can write mom on there, and then I made a template of a heart. So I did the folded, cut out half of heart, and then I had a heart. I traced that on there. And then what I did is I used little nails. So this is just a little guy. And I hammered them all the way around that, just enough. So I just left a little bit of it sticking up. So then I can take some thread and I can weave it in and out of there, and it looks really cool whenever that's all done. You can do a pattern with it. It can be random. So you just take your thread. So I put a little slip knot on here. So you'll want to tie a little slip knot onto the end, and then you'll attach that slip knot to your first nail, and you'll pull that little string, and I'll show you in just a second how to do a slip knot in case you need it. And then you'll just pull that tightly so it's nice and tight around that first nail. And then you just take your thread, you can clip that extra off. Can't really see my thread, but you can clip that extra off, and then you just go through and you just wrap it and you move on. And you can do it in a pattern, like I said, or it can just be random. It doesn't need to be anything perfect like that. But I'll show you real quick how to do a slip knot. So this is a really easy knot and very useful. So you'll lay your thread down. You'll take one end over so it loops over. Can you guys see that? Right? You're going to put pinch your fingers through that loop and hold on to that tail end. And then you're going to take your other hand and you're going to pull it down. So then it creates a loop right on the end. So it kind of gives it a little bit of a knot. So I've got a little bit of a tail here, and I can pull that tail and my loop gets smaller, but I could also pull on the loop and my loop gets bigger and then my tail gets smaller. And if you don't need the knot anymore, you can just pull that out and let it go. But if it's attached to something like the nail, whenever you pull that tight, it'll wrap right around the nail, okay? But like I said, you can pull it right out. All right, so that's how you do a slip knot. So with this, after you get all of that pattern done, if you want to, and if you have a bigger board, you can attach clips to that and you can hang pictures there. You could also do hooks. If your mom likes coffee, that would be a great place to put her little mugs. You can also do magnets on there too if you want to. You can do corks. You can do all sorts of things with that. So yeah, so we've got those three. Oh my, I already talked about all of them. So there's the cross section, the wooden cross section that you can personalize and then turn into a magnet, right? There's the sign that you can do the nail art with and you can weave it in and out. And I'll post a picture of this whenever it's done. And then there's also the frame, and you can personalize the frame too. It doesn't have to be drab, but you can personalize the frame and then you can attach pictures to it or cards, all sorts of things. So those are some really great personal items that you can make for your mom or the motherly figure in your life. So share what you guys make, tag the Art Center at Quincy Art Center, and have a really great day and weekend creating. The weekends are great for hammering. I like to hammer on the weekends, make projects. So have a really great time doing that.